today's Christmas Eve, but that doesn't stop the regularly scheduled updates of Modern Warfare. While you may not experience too much of it today or tomorrow if you're celebrating the holidays with your family, you still have plenty of time to tackle it this weekend and after what is tomorrow of Christmas. Today, we didn't get an actual title update, just a regular old playlist update, one that if you were playing the game at the time would simply just require you to restart your game, taking you back to the title screen and then re-entering you into whatever you were doing, and not having to download and wait for an update to copy if you're on PlayStation 4. This time around, it's much simpler, but while a full-blown title update usually brings some relatively bigger additions and some goodies, this update today still had some really cool stuff, so we'll break it down here for you in this one and let you know everything you need to know about what really changed. And that said, while we go along, again, Merry Christmas to those who celebrate it and Happy Holidays to anyone who may be celebrating another holiday, but let me know your favorite part of the update and if there's anything in particular you're hoping to see in whatever may be coming next for Modern Warfare. And as well, if you're new, maybe considering the subscribe button to stay up to date with all things Modern Warfare on a daily basis. That said, let's begin. Let's start out with the playlist updates here for this. We ended up seeing the introduction of two new pieces, Snowfight, which is a variation of Gunfight, but on Winter Docks, and Drop Zone. Now, Snowfight is available for the holiday-themed map of Winter Docks, where you can grab a partner and then just have a snowball frenzy in Gunfight. Players will only have snowballs instead of weapons to eliminate their opponents, so it's just a fun little spin, a different little take on Gunfight that we know of, and it's something that won't be there for too long, but is a cool little gimmick or change up of things if you want to take it a little less seriously. But that's added in as of today, but players also have the opportunity to jump into Drop Zone today as well, in which Drop Zone is the classic that you knew of but returned from Modern Warfare. In this mode, you'll fight for control over the hardpoint style hill, all while care packages drop from the sky with kill streaks for players to utilize. This is the only way for players to get their kill streaks, as they're naturally turned off in this mode, so you'll want to go for the hill, you'll want to play that objective so you can get kills not only on players on the objective, but also get those extra kills for any care packages and kill streaks you end up securing. So it's bringing back some of the chaos from some of the previous years, and personally, I'm all for this. You may see some wild clips coming out of this game mode in the next week, particularly from snipers. This was back in the day an absolute sniper's playground for clips and feeds, so we'll see if that translates into today's Modern Warfare, if you want to call the air quote meta for game modes, if they gravitate towards this in particular, but we'll have to see how that unfolds over the coming days. Interestingly though, this may not be the first time you've jumped into Drop Zone in Modern Warfare, even though it's the public debut of the mode, because if you guys recall, this was actually added into private matches all the way since last Tuesday in update 1.12 that added Nikto, Vacant, Shipment, and Preseason 1 Mosh Pit and other content for that Season 1 refresh. So you could have actually possibly played with friends or against bots in private matches. It really just came down to if you, one, knew about that, and two, if you really wanted to jump into it, not really gain anything towards your rank, towards your challenges, or anything like that. You just wanted to have some fun. Anyways though, those modes will be available to play for another week, that taking you all the way up to New Year's Eve at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, December 31st, at which point another refresh will be taking place, possibly even another title update, and even another content drop right before the new year, but that's another story for another day. Get in while you can, because to my knowledge, we've only seen like one or two playlist returns since launch after having been introduced into the game, so who knows when these modes will be coming back, if they even do it all, in the case of maybe say Snowfight. That's a seasonal thing, which doesn't always guarantee it, but if you really enjoy them, jump in so you can take advantage of them while you can. A couple of other additions in terms of those changes to playlists include the brand new Shoot the Ship playlist, which is Shoothouse 24/7, as well as Shipment 24/7, both those maps in one specific playlist, the two community favorites, which is absolutely awesome to see. Hopefully they have the same 50-50 split, unlike Vacant and Shipment in the Season 1 Mosh Pit. Then we also have the ability to find Infected still in there, though it's not on the main tab, it is in the quick play selection filter. So if you go down, you can actually filter for Infected yourself, and it's not something that's gone away. So that's nice to see that that's kind of made its way back in as a staple mode for Modern Warfare. Outside of that, probably the biggest part of this update was that of the start of a mini event for the holidays, and it's definitely one that Infinity Ward and Call of Duty are in the giving mentality here at this one, because it's a good one. I wasn't expecting this at all, but we have double tier progression for the Battle Pass from now until the 27th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yep, you heard that, double tiers. That's fantastic, especially given the earn rate that we currently have, where it seems to be about an hour of in-game playtime per tier. For a lot of players, that is quite a hefty amount to play, and over the course of even still, say, 60 days of a season, that's something that's tough to do. So from the beginning, we were told that XP yield would be really determining what would rank you up within the battle pass, but it seems like that time is essentially the only strict element for it. So I'll take 30 minutes of playtime as opposed to the standard 60 any day of the week, especially because I personally, you guys may be like me, haven't had as much time to play compared to say pre-season 1 or season 0. I'm all for this. The best tips that I can give you though is to play longer game modes. Ground war matches are fantastic, domination, 10v10 matches, search and destroy, headquarters, things like that not only have a naturally longer time limit and of course naturally longer playability even if it doesn't hit that time frame, but does have the ability to end up pushing that time limit a little bit further. For ground war, theoretically, if you have a team, you can make a comeback and extend that a little bit as opposed to just stomping a team for the entire match. So take advantage of that, try and utilize it to your potential, but that's absolutely fantastic. Along with the double tiers though, that's not the only double event we'll be having for, again, that 3-day span. We're also going to be seeing double XP as well. We just recently had double weapon XP this past weekend, but this is your actual soldier, your officer rank, your progression overall, that double XP. So if you're like me, this is fantastic. I have not come close to 155 just yet. And of course, with this being something that in season 1, they actually doubled the amount of XP that it takes to rank up through your officer ranks, this is absolutely going to help tremendously. It's going to feel like normal, or what was normal previously in season 0. So I'm all for that. And of course, with some free time as well, you'll be able to sit down after the chaos of the holidays. This is going to be nice to try and rank up a little bit over the next couple of days. Now, like we mentioned, it is possible that today and tomorrow it may be busy. That's completely understandable, but try and jump in while you can on the 26th as well as the morning of the 27th if you have that ability. So take advantage of that. That won't be there for too long. After that little mini event though, it's said in a blog post by Activision that there's going to be a sale on tiers. So after the 27th, maybe that transitions into a weekend little 50% off if you want to buy tiers. Personally, I have no interest in that, but in the sake of transparency, that's something that you can also expect to be coming as of the next couple of days. Didn't necessarily change today, but it is something that will be coming after this update that was added today concludes. But then outside of that, we also see today we got the introduction of 2 new things, or rather 1 new thing in the shop. Nikto is still that bundle that you have available if you want to buy him. He's in that featured category, to which he's 2,400 COD points or $20. And along with the Fixer Operator skin for Nikto, you end up getting the Cerulean Kilo 141 Assault Rifle blueprint. You end up getting the Blue Dwarf 1911 handgun. You get the Negotiation Melee skin. You end up getting the Father Time Watch, the Embers Calling Card, the Masked Watch emblem, the Right Tool Operator equip for Nikto, the Fix Finishing Move for Nikto, and then 1 tier skip for your Battle Pass. And that compounds again nicely with that 2x tier progression if you don't have Nikto already. But again, that's just completely up to you. I would never want to tell you spend your money, don't spend your money. That's completely up to you, but it's there. The next addition in terms of the shop is one that we saw from a bunch of different pre-promotional material for season 1. What we actually even see in the main multiplayer video that plays in the background when you're just idle on your 4 main tabs for the startup of Modern Warfare, you end up seeing the Mad Chemist outfit available for 2,400 COD points, again as one of the featured bundles, or $20. With this, you end up getting the Chemist Operator skin, the Moral Argument Submachine Gun blueprint, the Volatile Handgun blueprint, the Atom Splitter Melee skin, the Final Countdown Watch, the Gassed Gods emblem, the Better Operator equip, the Knife to Meet You finishing move, and not just 1 tier skip, but 2 tier skips this time with this bundle. And additionally, on top of the other shop items, we also saw the surprise introduction of the Tracer Pack Red, which was not something that was announced by Activision or Infinity Ward beforehand, like a lot of the other stuff here was. But with this, you end up getting for 1,600 COD points, the Sarai Scar blueprint, the Red Dwarf handgun blueprint, the Golden Range emblem, and then the Death's Wings calling card. So while not anything too over the top, too major that you need to be home sitting in front of your TV or monitor to play Modern Warfare 4, still, even though it's a very busy week for many players, this is a nice little update here, I think, for Modern Warfare, especially with that 2x tier boost and double XP. I'm a huge fan of that, and really, I'm excited to jump back into the game once all the holiday festivities are done on my end. So that'll be something I'll definitely be grinding out as well, and I think kicks us off for a decent week, even though there's still a whole lot going on in a lot of people's real lives. So realistically, I wasn't expecting absolutely anything. I'll 100% take what we got here at this, and I'm looking forward to what may be a next content update as of next week as well. Maybe offering a new map, maybe offering what may be a new operator. I don't know if that's the case. We talked about this on Sunday, where Ghost was first teased in-game around some of the TVs and all the maps for multiplayer. There was a global update that added an overlay of an image of Ghost, or Modern Warfare's version of Ghost, this year's, not the classic version that you know of, on all the TVs amidst the static. But also, curiously enough, after we made that video as of yesterday, there was also a trailer that Call of Duty put out about Nikto, giving a little bit of a background for the operator, even though there really is none. His name literally means no one. He's somebody that's a deep cover agent. But the story aside, the one part that caught my eye, and maybe even yours if you saw it, was that there was a sliding wipe image going past some broken glass, and in that broken glass you can see the reflection of Ghost. The same character that we saw on those TVs, the same character that we saw data mined as of months ago. Maybe he's making a return sometime very soon as well, but we'll have to wait and see with that one. But ultimately, that's where we're at. That's the update, everything that changed here within today's update for Modern Warfare. Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. Is there anything in particular you guys really like to hear out of this? Is there anything you're hoping for next week? Maybe that being Ghost being introduced into the game. Whatever it is, feel free to let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. But let's get out of the way. Thank you guys all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Modern Warfare. Updates, news, information, tips, tricks, all that good stuff. We got you covered here on the channel. So if any of that interests you, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing. If you guys also want to follow me over on Twitter and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected outside of YouTube. Practically live on both those. So if you guys want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, that link is down there in the description below. Well, let's get out of the way. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Mine is Nespresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.